everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have just started on a new batch of sheepskins, so I thought I would take you guys along and show you how to egg tan your sheepskins, as well as kind of talk a little bit about the beginning stages of traditionally tanning and how I tan my hides. So I started on 2 sheepskins today. One of them I fleshed and one of them was already fleshed, so didn't need any fleshing done. Once that first one was fleshed and I had removed the salt off of both of them, it was time for those 2 to go in the tub for their first wash. They are now washed and they are just drip drying right now, which means that it is time for me to get my egg yolks ready to put on the sheepskins. So for me personally, I have decided to go the path of egg tanning. Tanning can be done in a few different ways. You have the option to do egg yolks. You can also do brain tanning, as well as you may choose to do tanning solution that's already pre-made for you. I've chosen to do egg yolks. This is easiest for me as we have chickens here and I can mainly use the eggs from those chickens, and then I will sometimes buy some from the store. Today I'm going to show you the process of egg tanning and how I get my egg yolks on my sheepskins and ready for the tanning process. Alrighty, so for this I have my 2 little containers that I'm going to put my yolk in. Got my bowl for my whites and the shell. You're going to divide it out equally for my 2 sheepskins. I can't off the top of my head remember what I had set for like amount per hide, because I know for me I just have gotten in the groove where I just look at the hide and I'm like, okay, this one needs 6, this one needs 4. So I'm gonna look into that and what I have on my tanning guidebook. I'll put that up on the screen when I'm editing this. I think I'm gonna do 5 yolks for my Icelandic, and I think I'm gonna do 6 yolks for the custom one that I have, because the custom one's a little bit bigger, so I think it needs a little bit more yolk to spread over. But I think we're gonna do 5 and 6. And don't worry about this being perfect. Like if you get some white that didn't come off of your yolk, like don't worry about it too much. It's not that big of a deal, and you're not baking with them, so you know, you don't gotta be pretty or perfect. Like I could just crack the yolk here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you got your jar full of your egg yolks, you're literally just going to stir it so that it's all mixed up. And just like that, it's ready to go on the sheepskin. Nothing fancy, you just honestly just separate out your yolks and your whites, mix up your yolks, and then you can just go put this right on your sheepskin and it's all set. We got one, now we are gonna get the other jar full for the egg yolk for the other sheepskin. One quick thing I will say before that I didn't mention is that before you put your yolk on your sheepskins, you want to make sure that your sheepskin has had enough time to dry. You want to let it drip dry before you put your yolk on it. You don't want your wool to be sopping wet when you put it on there. So before you put your yolk on, make sure you have had enough time to let it sit and just drip. Please make sure you do that before you put your yolk on. You're just gonna lay your sheepskin flat out, wool side down, skin side up. Now you're just gonna take your egg and you're going to pour it over the entire sheepskin, and then you're just going to rub it all in. And I know it's gross, but try and get every last drop of it that you can. And then you're just going to use your hand and you're just going to rub around the yolk everywhere on the skin, making sure that you get it into all the folds and little corners, because of course this is what is going to tan your sheepskin. You want to make sure that it tans everything correctly and nothing goes bad. Honestly though guys, getting it into every single part of your hide is more important than having a lot of it, so just really ensure that you're getting it into all the portions. It's very possible as well that you're gonna get some yolk on your wool, and don't worry too much about that because you can get it off when you wash it later on. Your hide should look a little something like this once you have gotten the egg all over it. So once you got your egg all covered, then we are going to fold it in half and let it sit before we get it up on the frame in the morning. So this step is pretty easy. You're just gonna take the hide and you're just gonna fold it in half lengthwise, and then you're just gonna let it sit like this for about 12 hours, a little bit longer. Right now is about 1 o'clock, so this hide is gonna sit until about 9 in the morning tomorrow. So now it's good like this, and we're just gonna let it sit and let the yolk absorb into the skin. So as you guys can see, the tanning process is very easy. Just crack your eggs open, separate your yolks and your whites, mix up your yolks, get them laid out all evenly over your sheepskin, fold in half, let sit overnight, and then we get up on the frame in the morning for stretching. It's very easy, great process for tanning. The sheepskins always turn out beautifully. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, make sure to leave them down below and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can find me on all social medias at Prairie Shepherdess. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.